Hi guys, it's Chelsea.
And Chris.
And we're LVC Party of 5 back with another video. It's been a while since we've done a car vlog, and we have a little bit of a wait to do at the moment. So we figured we would get to some of your Q&A questions between, not so much on Facebook, but between Instagram and TikTok. We got a few follow-up questions that we figured might as well address.
Okay, let's see.
All right, so we're gonna try to get through this real quick. All right, so how long have we been together? That's easy. We just celebrated an 11-year wedding anniversary, but we've been together for 13 years.
Yeah,
right?
So it's been a while.
Been a long time.
A few weeks.
A few weeks. Feels like longer, but
yeah, some days it
good
feels
time.
like much longer, and then sometimes it's quick.
I still can't believe it's been over a decade. But wait, what made you want another kid after a 10-year gap? I don't know if that's more geared towards me because I'm the one that had kids prior. I'm not sure.
Yes, I think so.
I don't remember who posed the question, but I initially didn't want any more kids. I thought I was, done with after my first two, but after what, 2 years of you, almost 2 years of you like putting the bug in my head.
Yeah, I would see a baby, and then would want not me to have a baby, but Chelsea to have a baby.
Your baby.
Yes. Yeah.
It took a while, but yeah, if you haven't been with us from the beginning, from our TTC journey, that's how we started this whole YouTube channel in the first place. Y'all need to, I'm pretty sure I have it in a playlist, but I'll link it here. But it's a good watch.
And it goes more in depth into the reasoning and how I was feeling at that time.
Right. But I'm glad I was on board, obviously.
Right. And Carter was the final piece to our family puzzle.
Right. And for me, I feel like even though it did take me a little bit longer to get on board with it, my reasoning, my deciding factor, of course I love babies, and when I'm around babies I want them, but I always get to give them back.
Wow.
But this time around, it wasn't a matter of me not wanting to have other kids. It was just never a picture in my mind that I would have more at that stage. Because when did we get pregnant? I was approaching. Wasn't I approaching like the 35 mark? I only had like a few years, I think.
Yeah.
So in my mind, it was never something that I thought I was going to have to think about again. But then again, I've never had the experience of being pregnant or, parenting with another person that actually wanted to be there. Is that
Yeah,
I don't want no shade and nothing, but that's...
Yeah, it wasn't a whoopsie, let's deal with it. It was we're planning this, and then this is what we're going to do. And
I've never had that supportive partner experience. So in my mind, I was like, okay, let me do it the right way this time,
It turned out to be
that was
pretty
my
good.
thought process.
I gave myself 2.5 stars.
No, you were good with the supportive part. Because I lost it. My baby brain kicked in like as soon as I got pregnant. So yeah, y'all need to catch up on the videos if you haven't seen them already. Advice that you would have to cut off toxic family members out of your life. We did, I think, do a video on this a while ago. We may need to update that because there have been changes since then. But short version, the short answer to that, you just have to protect your peace. If you set your boundaries and the person that your family member, whoever it is not ready at that time to live up to those boundaries, then you have to just cut off. I know it hurts, but it hurts more allowing them to continue to abuse or mistreat you. Right. Or not respect who you are as a person. So
and you don't have to fight a battle every time you interact with that person. So just let it go. And
we might need to do more in depth to address that, because there has been an update since the last time that we did make that video a while back.
We did do an update already.
No, we didn't.
Not
with your family.
Yes, we did.
I don't think so, but
we did.
I'll have to check back and...
Okay, we'll put a pin in it.
Okay. Have you ever had a crush on someone and it not be reciprocated?
Oh my God, yeah. Every single one. Every single crush, yeah.
See, and I'm the complete opposite experience. No, I've never had... I never wanted someone that I didn't have.
Oh, God.
Pretty privileged. That's what you call it.
Privileged. Ridiculous.
That's just my experience. It's just my experience.
No, you know, so many straight girl crushes that. No, but okay. I had a crush, but they didn't know about my crush, or maybe they did, but they were just playing dumb. But I've never like openly admitted, like, I have a crush on you, and they'd be like, no thanks. That's never happened to me.
Okay, so there you go.
But I've pined over countless straight women.
That counts.
Yeah.
So then we've had this shared experience then.
Right, but I didn't have the courage to say it. Otherwise, I probably would have been rejected several times.
This is for you. Any fears of being a trans dad? I don't know if I should have asked if they meant like currently or while TTCing. I'm not sure.
No, there's no fears. It's just being a parent in general. You know, you just want to filter all your traumas and toxic traits and kind of be like, you know, the coffee filter of like your shit, and then like giving your kid the best brew, the best of you.
And I feel like for Carter, like she wasn't aware enough to know what was going on during your transition. So for her, it was always your dad.
Right. But, you know, it's not something that I hide from her. She always, you know, what if you were a girl, Daddy? And I'm like, yeah, well, being a girl didn't really work out for me, so I choose to live my life this way now. You know, or anytime she sees old photos of me, she thinks it's my sister. That kind of stuff. Or, you know, she'd be like, Daddy, what if you had a bra? Like, no, I gave up those bras a while ago. So subconsciously, I'm, you know, giving her the information, but she'll piece it together one day.
And I'm sure we'll have like a real, when she's like, you know, when she's there and ready for that kind of conversation, we'll obviously have that with her. But for now, that's her level. And
yeah, I play to her level. But she's getting it. She's, you know, Carter, she's not.
She don't miss nothing.
Yes, she records everything. She knows.
How do you remain calm with such a busy household? I wouldn't say it's calm. I mean, I'm glad it's perceived that way.
Right, I'm glad that we pull it together to present that, but
I wish I had like a camera crew that followed us around like for every waking moment or something, because the things that happen throughout a regular day-to-day it's
always something. But we laugh a lot.
Yes, that's how we get through a lot.
Yeah.
That, and for me personally, if I didn't have my planner to keep me like honed in and focused on what needs to be done, I think that's a big reason as to why I'm like on top of things as I am, because I have to write everything down or I lose it.
Right. I use a dry erase board.
So schedules and planner, then planning
I forget
ahead.
to look at it. So.
When it comes to like meal preps, and especially since pandemic, it's made it a lot easier if I like had everything like spread out for the week and, you know, then just execute. It makes it a little easier.
Yeah, we laugh a lot. we laugh a lot, and we reflect a lot, self-medicate.
I'm glad that looks like it's calm though. I mean, I really am. How long do you go without speaking after an argument?
0.0025 seconds.
Yeah, nowadays, like it's gotten so much better. And again, if you haven't been here from the beginning or from the even when he transitioned, like we go through in depth under Tea Talk where we address some of that, because when there's communication barriers or things aren't getting communicated effectively, it can lead to arguments. But nowadays, like, we don't really argue. We not bicker. Even disagreements.
We bicker about like the dumbest, most mundane things. Like we legit had a full-on bickerment when we bickerment. That's what we're gonna call it, bickerment, about the washer and dryer. Like, it's not gonna fit. Yes, it is gonna fit. No, it's not gonna fit. Did you measure it? Well, did you measure it? Like, it's about a washing machine and a dryer.
I was right though.
You were right, and I did concede. But we don't, even before, we never, like, no. Chelsea would not allow me to walk around the house and be like, oh, you didn't speak to me since last week.
Yeah, no.
Or last night.
Happen.
No.
I'm a big communicator.
Chelsea communicates so much that if we argued, she will argue me to sleep. So,
but it'll wake up and be done. It's resolved.
Sure. Next question.
And we laugh through it. We end up like just, like you say, we bicker a little bit about it, but then ultimately we do, come to a decision, and then it's right back to normal. Like I wouldn't call them arguments though.
They're bickerments. We bicker. We bickerment. We have a lot of bickerments.
It's probably why we've been together for so long.
Right.
We're not at each other's throats. What are your thoughts on being seen as couples goals?
Okay.
We do get that a lot virtual, like from our virtual friends and family, but we also get that in real life, like just dealing with, just people that we know. And it makes me a little, like, cringy a little bit, like, ooh. What? I mean, but I don't know how to take compliments, though. Like, I don't know how to take compliments, so it makes me feel a little uncomfortable when people say that, but it's like, I know it's a compliment. Thank you. I appreciate it, but no. I am far from perfect.
Chelsea, you're beautiful. Thanks. I guess.
I've always been like that. I need to work on that. That's something I need to work on.
Yeah, but couples goals, that's yeah.
It is cute.
It's nice. It's nice to think because, you see other YouTubers or other couples or other celebrities or just people in your life that you idolize and be like, oh, I want that. But this is a lot of work. Mm-hmm. With a lot of reward, but it is a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. And every day is work. But it's a labor of love. So.
I think I got everything except for the last thing was like if we had any new goals like for the year. I have a few. Some of them still have to be, gotta hold on, stay tuned because they in the works. Mm-hmm.
But we have more domestic goals.
Like we've been doing things again since post-pandemic, being in the house more often. Mm-hmm. We've been doing things to make our living areas just more functional, efficient, and in doing so, it just creates a whole new vibe in the space. Right. So that was part of our goals, just to make it more livable, make it, like increase the good vibes, I guess.
Yeah, get rid of the junk and just really find what brings you joy. I highly recommend watching Marie Kondo on Netflix. And that's what we've been doing, and it actually works.
It does.
Yeah.
So we hope you enjoyed this quick Q&A. Thank you for everyone who posed the questions. And if you have any, please leave them down below, or if you're following us on our social media pages. If you're not, you should be. But you can always reach out there and we can address things one-on-one or like this in a video. Be sure to like, comment, I always forget this, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.